What's up, guys? I'm Bit2000 yugioh, and you're watching the Structure Deck Wars. Stick around. Alright, so today's video, if you're new here, well, hold on before we get it. For today's videos, we have a returning champion, Hero Strike, and they are taking on Zombie Madness today. Man, ain't this a classic fight? Zombies versus superheroes. Who's gonna come out on top? Man, it's gonna be wild. This is one of the oldest structure decks, I think. I'm pretty sure Zombie Madness is pretty old. So it's gonna be really cool to see old versus new. And it's gonna be buck wild. So, if you're new here, this is how it works. We have this little conversation at the front. In the middle, we have the replay footage, and at the end, I'll have to talk about why the which deck and won and why. And if you're also new, just a reminder, guys, this is an ongoing experiment. We are going to determine what is the best structure deck in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, without further ado, let's watch that replay footage. hold your pitchforks. Hold your pitchforks. I know the hero players are hashtag offended right now. But there's a reason why. There's a big reason why, but we'll talk about it. So one of the things that the hero deck had going for it is it does have consistency, way to get to its heroes. But alas, it just... The superhero stuff is like really good, is powerful, right? But unfortunately, when it comes to this structure deck, one of the issues it came across in this particular matchup was it couldn't get to Dark Law fast enough. And this version of the hero deck that's its bread and butter. Is Dark Law. Is throw that Dark Law out there and just ha ha ha, things can't go to the grave. Unfortunately for this hero deck, also this zombie deck doesn't quite rely on the graveyard as much. But yeah, it does have consistency, but it just didn't get to its boss monster fast enough. And then of course it still had bricks in the main deck, like Neos and Blade Edge and Necroshade. These cards are bricks. This deck just doesn't work with these big ass heroes. There are hero decks that can play these cards effectively, but this structure deck just isn't it. Alright, now let's quickly come over to the winner, which shocks me more than anyone. I never thought Hero Strike would have been taken out by this old thing, but now we know why. First thing is foremost, let's talk about the big-ass zombie elephant in the room. Yeah, they have a crap ton of ban cards in this structure deck. My god. Heavy Storm, Giant Trunade, Pot of Greed, Snatch Steal, and cards of Safe Return. There had to be at least one. This is the structure deck that's just came in here and just, oh my god, I can't believe they took it. I'm just as shocked as you guys, and I piloted this deck. My buddy was the one playing the other one. I was like, shit. Oh wow, if you'd asked me before this which deck I thought was to take it, my money was on superheroes for days. It's because Dark Law is a bitch of a card, alright? Is the biggest bitch card on the planet. No offense, hero players. But I look at Dark Law and I'm just like, in my defense, guys, I'm primarily a Lightsworn player. It's, you know, so Dark Law's existence just offends me. But anyway, long story. Oh my god, it's buck wild. This deck also had a few other things going for it. On top of it, the ridiculous level of consistency, thanks to things like, thanks to the ban cards, just being able to get out of problematic scenarios. The guy who invented this one gave all sorts of trolley stuff to it. Creature swap, triple compulse. Oh my goodness. Like, they had a lot of doubles, and on top of that, the way this happened to work is this deck happened to be up against a warrior deck. One of the main deck zombies is Ryu Kokai. Now, if you don't know what this card does, is at the end of the damage stat, if this card battles a warrior or a spellcaster type monster, it destroys the monster. So, and it doesn't have to survive the battle. That's the crazy thing. And what are all the heroes, or at least the vast majority of them? They're warriors. So even when they got to play the mask hero, the wind one that can't be destroyed by battle, Ryu Kokai could just, okay, crash. Your guy dies anyway. Oh no. And then, like, of course, Snatch Steal, just taking it. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna take that. And then, of course, it was just, it's just crazy. This deck mostly won because of its powerful back row and its ban cards. Like, I never once played Vampire Genesis. I mean, I would have argued this deck's real boss is Ryu Kokai. It also has a really powerful zombie monster in here that never saw play, and that is Despair from the Dark. It's cool. It's a big zombie, but it's I never played it. It never hit the field is what I mean. And then we have Dark Dust Spirit, which is a walking Regeki, a walking Dark Hole. So worst case scenario, you could tribute a monster like that you Snatch Steal or creature swapped for something problematic. And then you could just, you know what I mean? And then, of course, you have the Spirit Reaper, or not Spirit Reaper, you have, well, you do have Spirit Reaper, but you also have Pyramid Turtle, so, like, so you're almost guaranteed it. And then you have, like, they have their own Monster Reborn, which can also banish problem cards in the graveyard, assuming we had to worry about that. Oh, man. So this deck was literally, this was just a great matchup for the zombie deck. So that's why this deck wins, is great matchup, ban cards, high level consistency. The zombies took this fight and they're going to the next round. That's crazy. Zombie Madness makes it to the top 16 of this little tournament of mine. Oh man, guys, it's buck wild. That's all I can say. Damn. All right, guys. Well, I'm Ben2000yugioh. I'm your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero. If you're enjoying the structure deck wars, make sure you drop me one of these. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you are new here, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.